is this beautiful girl sitting here on the desk? I have no fucking clue. What's wrong with her? I can't tell. Maybe she's dead. Maybe she's sleeping. This is not what Hisao. Me either. I was expecting a dead ghost girl. This is definitely not a ghost. Could be dead. Alright, let's continue. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking in the sight of the solitary figure taking center stage in the otherwise abandoned room. There's gotta be something wrong with her. I mean, there's just gotta be something wrong. She has to, like, come out with, like, a knife and try and stab me. Maybe she's crazy. The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing in the doorway staring at the beautiful girl. At least Hisao's not blind. We can definitely take that into account. And she definitely has legs, because you don't stay in this figure without running. Evidently, having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me. Okay, so she definitely is not a ghost, or dead. Oh, those big blue eyes, as if the ocean is staring back at me. That's symbolism as well. We talked about that in the first episode. Hello there. May I help you? Staring directly in front of herself, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's the soft, measured voice that reminds me she's a being separate from the room itself. Would you think she was the room? Did you think she was a desk or a drawer? Hisao, you're really fucking awkward, my friend. She's not a drawer. She's a person. I don't need much of your symbolism shit. I understand. But we don't have to call her a table. We're not going to set shit on her and use her. Although that's some weird kinky shit, so we're not doing that either. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, but even among the foreigners I met, she's strikingly distinct. She looks German. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Hi, sorry for intruding. I was just kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if she's carefully choreographed beforehand. Care to take a seat, my dear? I felt like adding my dear would be better. Maybe she's like proper British, I don't know. Unexpected, considering that I'm intruding upon her. Oh god, she's definitely fucking crazy. This is how it happens. They tell you to take a seat, and it's fucking Chris Hansen in disguise. What are you doing here? Why don't you take a seat? Why don't you take a seat? So this girl's 12. What are you gonna do? It's gonna happen. Thanks, Chris Hansen. I slowly step towards another seat opposite her. The girl resting the teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling. That and the slight cloudiness to her eyes, maybe she's at least partially blind. Like Kenji's blind? Oh yeah, Kenji was blind. Although he's fucking crazy. He was like, yeah, what's up, Browski? That's Kenji, if you remember him. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. Yeah, that's true. You ever be in a room with someone and they're just chill, so you're chill, and everyone's chill? That's how drugs started. Don't do that. Fucking bad. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office. She closed her eyes again. I take it you're a new student to Yamaku? Yamaku? How would I say it? Yamaku. Yeah, I just transferred in yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech pattern does not match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting. One which I hasten to match before realizing the futility of she's blind, and her eyes are closed. You're a dunce. You could fucking be naked and she wouldn't know, although she would smell the rear stench of lack of confidence and self-esteem issues from a mile away, so put those clothes on, buddy. We got shit to do. I'm Lily Satao. Pleased to meet you. Hisao Nakai. What are you, James Bond? James Bond. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup. I don't even see a teacup. Would you care for a drink? Maybe she is. Yeah, the British accent would work. For tea, I guess. Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality. I'm fucking up English today. Let me just tell you, I'm a shitty ass reader when it comes to novels. Like my mind just races to the end of the sentence, and I don't fucking visualize what I say. I don't take my time, so that's my main problem. But we'll continue because I don't think it's too bad. I hope it's not annoying you. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in stride. Oh god. Oh, this room is not as nice as I thought it was going to be. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out along the shelf. This girl comes prepared. And she's blind too. A brush here, a brush there, her left hand often lightly touching the side of whichever container she's pouring onto. Seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. I don't know about me, I don't mean to be prejudiced, but I wouldn't want a blind person making me tea, especially since tea's hot. That can burn. And it's probably going to get dropped in the genital waist area. That can leave scars. As I lean sideways to see around her back, she seems to use her long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students have in my class, but it's quite another to see how everyone adapts. I hear you on that. It's pretty actually amazing what people do. Shizune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lily herself seems to have workarounds for problems I never thought of. Yeah, because she doesn't want to talk to any other fucking people. They're all crazy. While I feel slightly guilty about doing her the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offerer preparing the drink. So I'm the offeree and she's the offerer. Although she's sticking her hand in my drink, I don't know if I like that. So, her soft voice brings out my silent observance. She is really fucking tall. And a bow tie type thing. Which room were you looking for? It's not often the classroom is visited after school. Is she a teacher? The school library. Shizune and I just mean other people told me it was on the floor. They probably lied to me. They wanted me to make me feel embarrassed. They probably killed me with my heart condition after seeing you. She finishes pouring the water into a teacup as she nods, a small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicating it being stirred. I'm aware of Miss Hakamachi, our most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, no? That's right, in the science room with Dr. Matou. She gives a small giggle before sitting down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. Please don't drop it on me. Please don't drop it on me. I only have one change of clothes. He's quite a character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do. Look at my guy. He's grown so much after being thrown into a hospital and almost dying. As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. You don't have a teacup. You're a liar. And a bad person. Just because she's blind, you don't have to lie to her that you're taking the tea. You can just be like, I don't want any tea. You don't have to make her take it, then make it, and then lie and don't drink it. I generally take it and have a sip. Oh, you liar. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems like a rather bad moment to bring it up. Yeah, it kind of is, man. She's blind. Nonetheless, the smell is quite nice. I only think it'd be hard to choke it down. Bro, it's tea. Thanks, Hisao. It tastes really nice and good. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face. Lily, please, there's no need to be formal. I can't tell if she's a teacher. She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try and ask her about herself, as if she really does seem she's catering to me. So, which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third-year classes? Correct, I'm in class 3-2, which is on the third floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi, and specifically for both blind and partially blind students. Do I ask if she's partially blind? Is that rude? Is that not proper? Is that informal? I see. Oh, damn it, Hisao! You can't say I see! I understand. I know what you're talking about. I can concur with your assessment. I see is a stupid fucking thing. Yeah, Hisao, douchebag. I mean, so sorry. I feel like slapping myself for the folks past. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem to be at least bit off by... And I'll slap myself. That was a fucking stupid line, Hisao. I see. My, there's no need to change your speech on my account. Stop being so fucking formal. I used to like you, now you're too British for me. Sure, sorry. I guess I'm really showing my newness here. An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same can't be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their conditions. A category which would include her, it seems. All too ready to jump ship from this particular topic, I segue into another one. So, baseball. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be a version of a place behind my school that I like to have lunch at. Everyone needs that little bit of getaway. I can relate to Hisao and his need to just explore situations. He seems very smooth. Before he wanted to get the chicks, now he wants to learn. It's good. I need to take that advice in my Sims playthrough. I'm always calling people like, hey, why don't you come over? Why don't you come over and cuddle on the bed? And then it just goes terribly. I come here fairly often during lunch times. My duties as class representative. Wait a second, so what's she clubbing of? Leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use the room for having tea. Class representative, huh? That's what I'm saying. What kind of person elects a blind... Wait, wasn't there a blind president? Oh, shit. There was a president who was, like, pretty much legally blind. I forgot who it was. Someone's gonna tell me in the comments. Please tell me in the comments. Compared to Shizune, her mannerisms seem to be almost completely opposite. While Shizune's blunt and fiercely driven, Lily seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. I wonder if she's like that in bed. I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. Let's continue. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs. Yeah, maybe she can tell me when I would join. What kind of clubs are there to join? I thought we were going to the library, broski. The more popular ones are track and field club, which uses the field near the school during lunchtimes, the baseball club, and the book club in the room near the library. There's also numerous small ones too, though such as the art and music club. I like music. I could do music. At a time when I'm just wanting to get into my feet, rushing to the club right away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if the school shares the same rule as my old one. Don't fuck the other team. That was my rule in school. No, seriously, we had that kind of rule. Is it compulsory to join a club? It isn't, although it is encouraged. You need your extracurricular activities as well. You're not going to college. Ah, good. That's a relief. I've really let my guard down to this girl to let such a thing slip out. The facts seem to slightly amuse her. Not wanting to get my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking as Lily does the same. We don't have tea. Oh, how long have we been here? Holy shit, or is it an apocalypse happening?
As I look over to the window over her shoulder, I notice the light coming to the room has distinctly orange tints.
Oh god, she is the devil.
She's the fucking...
Even here, time doesn't stand still. The time's gone quickly. Sorry? Right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting. You think she would feel the sun as it sets on her shoulder? Sal, you are not good with women. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. It seems to come as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost track of the time. Sorry, Sal. I didn't mean to keep you from the library so long. I quickly moved to allay her concern. Oh, no, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have extra zoomed when I had a chance, but Lily seems likely to know in any case. How is she going to know the time if she didn't know the sun set? Come on, Sal. She doesn't know the time, broski. True, it's open until 6:30 during weekdays. A quick glance at my watch confirms I'll have enough time to get there. I might get going in that case. It's been nice talking with you, Lily, although you can't really see what I look like, although I can observe what you look like, and I can tell from this eye I'm observing something. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her. It was my pleasure, Hisao. My pleasure. Come back anytime. Oh, come to think of it, should I show you where the library? Oh, God. Now you know you suck when you have the blind leading the dumb. Seriously. Don't do it, Hisao. Take the initiative. Be a man on your own. I couldn't possibly ask for any more help. I should be able to find it all right. Yeah, just don't. Well, your navigational skills led you to a beautiful girl. I would trust them. Which seemed to have had... No, they don't. You don't doubt yourself, man. Look what you got yourself into because of navigation. You A+. It's alright. I was going to be talking to the librarian there in any case. I can introduce you. Alright, let's do it. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny your offer. Alright. If you're sure, that'd be great. Thanks. Let's do it. Let's do it. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight retractable cane that had been slipped in the handle of her bag on the floor. In case you don't know, they will swing those now around, not like swords. They'll gently swing them in front of them to see if they bump into anything if you've never seen one. It always amazes me because there are a few blind people that go to my school in real life. And they cross streets and everything. Like, I always feel bad whether or not I should offer help to them or if I just let them be independent. I don't know where I stand on that. But, I never offer help, and then when they cross the street, I always get fucking nervous. I see someone else always offer. There's this one girl that always helps. She's a very nice girl. I don't think she's like Lily because she can see, but if I had to put her or something, she's probably like Ellie from Don't Die Dateless. Yeah, she was kind of like that. Compared to the cane, the boy in my class had, Lily's looks much thinner and longer. That's another sexual innuendo. His must be for support, whereas Lily's is for navigation. Together, we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. This fucking thing stares back at you. She never has to see this. I wish I was blind so I wouldn't have to see it. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match hers. We slowly walk through the hallway. It doesn't take for too long to arrive to the warming-looking door, apparently situated in the center of the floor, rather than either wing. So this is the library? This face is the library? Well, this isn't good. Ladies first. Nice move, Hisao. She gives me an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. Actually, no, it's not a nice move. You're telling the blind girl to lead in? Bro, you wanted to fucking trip over a desk? To the left is a wooden library counter with the library proper being on the right. It easily dwarfs my old school's library with a distinct smell of old books giving the place an almost old world air. I love old world stuff. It feels like you're just in a different generation. It's cool. There don't seem to be a lot of students here. There doesn't seem to be a lot of students here. God
goddamn English.
Considering the time, it isn't a big surprise. Everyone's either probably in school rounds or in the dorms. It's about 6:30. People will be eating. At least I'd be eating. Yuko, are you here? She says it into a thin air since the librarian doesn't seem to be present. Of course, Lily can't see this. Why don't you tell her no one's here? Say no one's here. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. What the fuck? Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail.
Oh!